gonna tell you about is the zoos. You gotta go to places with kids that you wouldn't have to normally go. And if you go to the zoo and you don't have kids, look, the meet-off group is like, take that one off our list. So the other day, I say the thing about the zoo is like the animals from like South America and Africa, but why does it feel like you've walked there by the time you've got there, right? It's just a long day of exercise that's just not on my list. But anyway, we went to the zoo to see the baby jaguars that we didn't get to see. Because by the time I got there, there was no baby jaguar. There was the mama jaguar pacing, very angry, back and forth, and I said, hey, zookeeper lady, where's the baby jaguar? I just trucked my nigglets 10 days to the kosher, and I don't see any baby jaguars. So she says to me, I'm really sorry, I'm not going to be able. You going to recover, black man? He's going to recover from that. You can use it. So she says to me, look, the baby jaguar's not here because we took it from the mom to give the mom a break. And I'm thinking, well, why is she so mad? This is like a mini procedure vacation she's got right here, right? I wouldn't be mad. I'm like, see you later, peace. See you Wednesday. Scrounge for their food, right? So I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm like, zookeeper lady, you've made little black kids cry. This is a problem, San Diego Zoo. So I just look down at my kids and I'm like, kids, we're not going to see the baby jaguars today. The baby jaguar is broken. That's my time. Thank you, guys.
Is that the Lisa fan club? You guys are great. You guys are awesome. Before I bring up your headliner, a couple of things I wanted to let you know. Actually, one thing. I have free tickets for anyone who might be interested in coming to a show at the Comedy Palace, Kearney Mesa, on Thursday night. There's a Canadian headliner coming down from Vancouver. He was voted like Vancouver's #1 comedian 2 years in a row. Why is that funny? Yeah, there are like 5 people in Vancouver. There's one comedian, he won! Again, what a surprise. Anyhow, he's actually listed like in the top. David, do you mind? Thank you. Just lean against the wall and the lights will go off in the cupboard. Those people don't mind. They like the light on them once in a while. It's like an interrogation room. Okay, where was I going? So he was in the top 10 of the top 10 comedians to watch in Canada, and he calls himself 100% Can-Asian. None of that is funny, but he is. His name's Ed Hill. I have free tickets at the end of the show. And this is a Can-Asian basket. No, it's not. This is our little tip basket. We pass around. We don't charge a cover. We do ask for tips. We have expenses to cover, like rent, and also some of our internet stuff. Miss Google knows all about that stuff. And we like to help the people who are coming down from LA. So I know it's weird, you know, it's Saturday night and we're passing a basket like church. So just remember, God is watching. And we appreciate all the 20s we can get. If you throw a 20 in there, you will get laid tonight, so here's that. I think it's Al's night. Ladies and gentlemen, your headliner did drive down all the way from Los Angeles tonight, shared the carpool lane with David Nike, and you liked him. You're going to love this guy. He came 7th in the International Adam Gropman Comedy Festival competition. It sounded so much funnier when the headliner told me to say that, too. Ladies and gentlemen, please make him welcome the very funny Adam Gropman!
Hi. Thank you. Welcome, Happy New Year. Greetings, good evening, and thanks. And everybody, please lower your expectations. Just stop it. Stop with it, just put it down. I'm not Gabriel Iglesias up here, okay? I just wanna, you know what I'm saying? I wanna set the level so it'll help me outperform what you guys are expecting. I'm just a weird kind of white guy wearing a fairly nice suit jacket on 2.5 hours of sleep in Vicodin. That's what you've got up here. Yes, exactly. I have 3.5 stars on Yelp. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Not bad, right? Not bad. If I was a restaurant, you wouldn't go to me at 7 p.m., but at midnight when everything's closed except AM and PM, I taste delicious. That was outstanding. By the way, I just want to say I love this. This is awesome. Love it. Love stuff like this. Because it's like, you know what it represents? It's like, this is San Diego, right? This is the city of San Diego. And this is Armageddon up here. Right here. Total end of the world. Hellfire. Can't breathe. Like weird chemtrails. Very creepy. You know what I'm saying? This is some kind of radar system from War of the Worlds right here. Like, incoming aliens, deflect, shoot down aliens, help, code red. So what it's saying is, it doesn't matter what's going on, we're gonna do comedy. It's time for gigglies. Going down the drain, but funny. It's great to be here. I did drive down with David Neeker. I was here for David Neeker with the beard. The beard, yes. I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to seem like I'm such a hero, but we came down here tonight from Los Angeles, on a bicycle, and it was just, that bastard won't pedal at all. That's all I'm saying, I got like super thighs now. I feel like, totally Bruce Jenner from here down. Well, okay, no, not someone else. Dennis Rodman. No, okay, not something like that. I'm from Boston, guys. That's where I'm from originally, Boston, Mass. Yeah, thanks. It's a good place. Good place. Thank you. Good. Like, a lot of great people come from Boston. You know what I mean? Like the Boston Strangler, Whitey Bulger, the Tsarnaev brothers with the marathon bombing. I'm just saying, it's a feel-good town. You know what I'm saying? It's like good vibes. It brings you up. Everybody knows your name. You know what I mean? They got your name on a list. Watch out, and they're going down that list. That's all I'm saying. Just be ready. So anyway, so I moved from Boston to sunny Southern California. I moved to LA. It's mellow and awesome and stuff. Not as good as San Diego. Just want you guys to know. But anyway, I moved right into the middle of Hollywood first, and I did not understand the place at all. I didn't get the climate. Like when I moved to Hollywood, I brought way too much ridiculous stuff with me. I brought thoughts and feelings, a conscience, sense of right and wrong. And when I tell that in LA, it's always, what are thoughts and feelings? Come on, you know those, Becky. We learned those in acting class. Yeah, you can simulate that. You're supposed to. But I like acting. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Love acting. And recently I discovered my acting range, right? So check it out. Like this, right? I totally could play a teacher. You could see that. Like teacher, right here, right? But like this, substitute teacher. Yeah. Versatility. I can't help it. Kind of like Christian Bale. Without the Christian Bale, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm bringing to the party. Recently, I had a commercial audition. I'm not bragging about that, but I did, and the casting director was British, which just made it perfect. What she said to me, she said, "All right, I'm going to tell you how to describe yourself to the entertainment industry. My gift. You are like a much less good-looking Ben Affleck. Really a lot less. Crossed with a much less authoritative Jeffrey Rush. Use it." And I was like, thank you? I think. because you just removed the qualities from those guys that make them good. That'd be like me walk up to a dude like, hey man, you are exactly like Tom Cruise, except without the looks, charisma, and acting ability. What's left? People think you're gay. That's what it boils down to. Recently I had car problems, engine problems. I had to take my car to the mechanic. It was like 2 weeks. And I don't know if San Diego's a little bit like this too, but it's like, in greater LA, oh my God. Like, I had to take the bus to do errands and go to shows and stuff. Like, God forbid you're a grown-up anywhere near LA seen on the public bus. Even by strangers, you know what I mean? It's like in most cities, it's just a form of transportation. You know what I mean? In LA, it's a disease. Seriously, it's like, hey man, you hear about Fred? Oh my God, I heard he got the bus. He was a good guy. I don't know why God lets it happen. I mean, I used to believe in God. I know, it sucks, man. I know you're gonna go hang out with him. No, wait, man, I'm gonna go near him. I don't want to catch the bus. That shit's contagious. So, recently I got some life advice from my very rich friend, and I don't know if that's ever happened to you, or unless you're very rich, in which case, let's talk after the show. Yeah. No, anyway, but like if you just kind of normally have a rich friend, it's like they give you great advice that you can't use. You know what I mean? Like my buddy's like, dude, you gotta move to the beach. What do you do? Buy a house in Santa Monica. Come on, dude, we have a breeze. Yeah, you heard of a breeze? I really enjoy a breeze. And I'm like, I like a breeze too. That's why I have a fan in my apartment in Van Nuys. Thanks for knowing what Van Nuys is. I don't know the San Diego equivalent. Something with an L in the name, I'm sure. I don't know what it is. Yeah. You know, inland. Something inland. Marietta. Somewhere hot. Anyway, but you know, your friend is like, dude, what are you driving, man? You've got to get yourself a Tesla. Oh my God, it's all electric and only cost $100 grand. And I'm like, if I had $100 grand, I'd live at the beach. Pretty much ride a bicycle, you know? And then my rich friend's like, listen, man, listen, I can relate more than you think, okay? I'm broke too. Recently I had to dip into my trust fund for like 30 grand. I'm like, I had to dip into my couch for 37 cents on a cough drop. It's a pretty good cough drop. So I'm on Facebook, right? Spend a lot of time on Facebook. Oh my God, it's just so addictive. And here's the thing, man. You gotta read a lot of status updates. And there's a lot of bad status updates out there. It's tough. It's tough. Everyone's gotta, come on, let's step it up with a status update. You see a lot of stuff where people just post exactly what is in front of them, with no spin on it. It's just like, just had lunch at the Burger Barn. Love ketchup, bing, thumbs up. I'm like, that's a terrible, okay, I'm not trying to be mean. I like ketchup. It's a good condiment. But if you're gonna like status about it, you gotta like bring something else to the table. You know, up your game a little bit. Like, how about this? Like, just had lunch at the Burger Barn, love ketchup, and sometimes I let my cat lick it off my penis. That would get your attention, right? That's kind of unusual. You would retweet that? You would share that on Facebook? Because that's very rare. Cats don't even like tomatoes. Dogs sort of do, but cats definitely not. Can't get a cat to go near a tomato. So I'm a comedian. We comedians, like, we have to have good status updates. That's part of our job. Either it has to be like what you're actually doing, or it has to be a funny joke. Here's one of mine. A friend suggested that my wife and I use handcuffs to spice things up. So far, we've apprehended 3 shoplifters at 7-Eleven and a drunken disorderly outside Norm's Diner. And our sex life is no better. I got like 37 likes on that one, you know what I mean? And a few good comments and stuff, right? So one of the comments, right, was from a Facebook friend of mine that I call my mom. That's my nickname, because she's my mother, okay, the person who bore me, as they say. And anyway, and here's what she wrote. I swear she wrote a comment. She wrote, nice one, son, Exclamation point. I had to call up and be like, Mom, that's a sex joke. You can't like that. You can't be like, nice one, son. I mean, what kind of family do you think we are? You're not Courtney Love, okay? You're not Joan Rivers. Like, come on, we have to pretend to be appropriate in public, okay? So my mom uses her maiden name, even though she's happily married to my dad. So I had to comment under her comment, please stop posting things on my wall, crazy lady. I do not know who you are. And then she wrote, no, seriously, I got you some handcuffs for Hanukkah. So, I cannot win that one. So I think that oftentimes people are so like dishonest about language and inaccurate about language in society, and it kind of like drives me crazy, right? Because no one ever calls anyone on it. Like the other day I was in this restaurant and they had something on the menu called free-range chicken, right? And you guys have all heard of or eaten free-range chicken, okay? And the idea behind it is it's a chicken that doesn't grow up in a cage, man. It's a chicken that can go wherever it wants, whenever it wants, and do whatever it wants. It's like the Jack Kerouac of poultry, is what I'm saying. It's Easy Rider with a beak, you know what I mean? Basically, it's like every single male comedian I ever met, you know? And I'm thinking to myself, like, no, that chicken is not free range. That's not true. It's homeless. And probably mentally ill. A chicken is probably downtown in a cardboard box, drinking, and about to buy heroin, okay? That's not a conscientious farmer. That's some cheapskate who doesn't want to pay for a barn. That's not cool. And we don't talk about human beings like that, falsely like that. You never heard someone say, hey man, you know Stinky Willie? I'm like, Stinky Willie? You know Stinky Willie. He hangs out at the B of A, 3 blocks down, yeah. Yeah, he's got a beard down to here, like David Necker, and he's always urinating himself. Oh yeah, Stinky Willie, I know that guy, totally. Yeah, let me tell you something about Stinky Willie. He's not homeless, he's free range. And he's going to taste delicious. I was actually in the supermarket the other day, and Dave was talking about tomatoes and stuff. I was in the produce section, except I was in front of apples. And I had that experience where you look at a word or words, but you see it in some weird upside-down perspective you've never thought about before, and it kind of blows your mind. Like there's an apple called Red Delicious. And I thought to myself all of a sudden, wait a second, who had the balls to name their own fruit delicious? You can't do that, that's cheating. You can't call your own food delicious. You have to let us eat it and then say it's delicious on Yelp. You know what I mean? I mean, how do you get away with that? It's like, I imagine like 300 years ago, you know, it's like some political leader called all the apple growers. He's like, oh, hear ye, apple growers, like, gather round. It is time to name your varietals. They must have names. Go. And they were like Fuji, Macintosh, Cortland, and there was like the Donald Trump of apple growers. He's like, how about Red Delicious? Booyah! I win! And the other apple growers were like, what? Oh my God, we didn't know we could use any word in the dictionary under the sun. That is so unfair. Oh my God, if I knew that, I would have called my apple Golden Vagina. Yeah, it would do incredibly well with men and women in college. Anyway, Red Delicious is such a cheat of a name. It'd be like if my parents named me Funny Jew. Which would be weird because that's Korean. I know Funny Jew. He owns a liquor store in Chula Vista. And I'm not stealing his name. Speaking of produce, this one seriously also bothers me. You know there's a word, there's like some slang term for a bad car, a car that breaks down. They even have laws based on it. And they call it what? The what law? Lemon law. Yes, anyone ever thought about like why out of all the things on earth, all the fruits and vegetables on earth, why are you calling something that breaks down a lemon? When has a lemon ever broken down on you? The lemon is seriously the most reliable fruit I've ever seen. It's like the Lou Gehrig of citrus. Seriously. The lemon's very simple. And it lasts a really long time. It's nothing like the banana, you know? It's like you could find a lemon under the refrigerator, and it's like,